Jeff from Chillin N Grillin with Jeff here. And if you're watching this show, you know it's because I love two things, chillin' and grillin'. And today we're gonna be chillin' in a backyard that was designed for scorching hot days like today. And we're gonna be grilling with our very own celebrity chef, Chef Aaron Cercelli Russell. Let's head out back and see what Chef Aaron has on the grill for us. Chef Aaron.
How's it going, Jeff?
Good. Great to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the invitation. You look familiar.
Yeah, did we not do a show already?
Well, I know you were on the show, but there's a guy that looks like me on the show, and
okay.
it wasn't really me. But they get us mixed up from time to time.
Hey, I'd take it.
I hear you're a fantastic cook. You love to barbecue. Can't wait to enjoy some great food. But in the meanwhile, I'm just blown away. This yard is amazing.
Yeah, so this is my childhood yard.
This is where you grew up,
Yeah, this is where we grew up.
Wow. I see lots of vegetables and stuff. Tell me a little bit about the gardens, because that's the first thing I noticed. Lots of great gardens. We've got tomatoes, some produce over here.
Yeah, so I really like to work with food, obviously, and I love to teach my kids about it. So we've planted gardens with the tomatoes, the cucumbers, the cucamelons. We even tried corn this year. But we love to take it from the garden to the table.
Perfect.
And they're excited when they grow it and then eat it.
So they get in there, they help harvest some of the stuff.
That's them. They plant it all.
And eat it. Wow.
It's very sporadic because I let them plant it.
Right.
So there's tomato plants everywhere. The herbs, we've got kale and lettuce.
And are we going to be using some of that today?
We're using all of the fresh herbs in the garden today.
Oh, good stuff.
Absolutely.
Good
We've
stuff.
got the tomatoes in there too and the cucumbers. So
awesome. And a moose?
And the moose.
The moose.
There's a story behind the moose.
What's the story?
So my folks have a cottage up just past Huntsville in the Elmigan Highlands. Mm-hmm. And one Christmas they hit a moose, a calf, thank goodness.
Oh no.
So that year, every gift was related to moose.
It had to be, right?
So
it had to be.
There is a moose room at the cottage, and then the Canadian moose stays out all year here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Well, I love this garden. Some more bird feeders, and again, lots of color. And on the other side of the garden, the best place to be on a day like today.
The pool.
Let's go take a look at the pool.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. This is the place to be for sure. The kids are in the pool. I imagine this is the place where everybody gets together.
Always. We're here all the time.
Lots of swimming, nice area to chill and just relax and get some sun.
Yeah, this is our favorite place in the summer, that's for sure.
I bet. Everybody congregates here.
All the way up to Thanksgiving.
Do some swimming and then do some grilling.
You got it.
Great tour of the backyard. We all wish we were in the pool right now with the kids swimming. It's a scorcher today.
It is, yeah.
So what do we need on a hot day like today? We need some cold beverages.
Definitely.
And I hear you claim to make a pretty amazing Caesar.
Well, I don't know if it would beat yours, but it's pretty good.
I don't know about you, but like I said, I love chilling and grilling. I love a great cocktail. I love grilling up some Canadian beef. I think we've pulled it all together right here. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this delicious Caesar. I encourage you to try the recipe. It is fantastic. It looks pretty good already with ice and vodka.
Right.
So walk me through what we're gonna do, because this already looks great.
Okay, yeah. So
and I think we have people waiting for them as well.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
I like to eat, so if I can eat with the drink, I'm even happier, right?
Yeah.
Food is great. So we've got a little horseradish here, homemade horseradish. So I like my drinks spicy, so everybody's gonna enjoy them spicy today. We've got some jalapenos. They're from the garden.
And we need jalapenos.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So these are just a quick pickle with a little bit of garlic. I have an awesome neighbor, and he grows garlic in the garage all year round.
See a jar here that says hot.
Yeah, so this is labeled hot, so the kids don't think it's not. So we've got, I'll have another neighbor who supplied me with some Armageddon peppers.
Armageddon peppers.
Yeah, so we made a little bit of almost like a...
oh, you're just chucking
just
some in
right
there too,
in it
right?
goes,
Barbecue measurements.
So then, on top of that, we're gonna make a fun little skewer. So in the smoker...
Wow, this is just for the cocktails.
Just for the cocktail. Like I said, I like to eat and drink at the same time. So we've got some pickled beans from the garden that have smoked, and some pearl onions that have been smoking as well.
So how long would you have had these, because people are going to ask, how long were these sitting in the smoker?
In the smoker, about 20, 25 minutes.
20, 25, so you're just starting to get some smoke flavor to them. You want it to be overpowering, you're just getting it in there.
Yeah, especially the pickles because they have, or the beans because they're pickled.
They're already pickled.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we've got a couple shrimp here to go along with it. So we're just making a skewer here. We've got a little Spanish pepperette. Got a nice little olive, a marinated roasted tomato from the garden, a little smoked hot Gouda, a fun pepperette, because, you know, why not?
Why not?
And we'll throw on one of those smoked onions, pickled beans, and we'll finish it off with a nice little shrimp.
So when we're ready for this, we need a fork and a knife and a plate and a nice shady spot by the pool, and we sit down and...
Yeah, I think we're outside, so we can probably skip the fork and knife.
We've already got some vodka in the glass. We got some ice and, of course, some Clamato mix on there to make it perfect.
Do you want to do the honors?
I'll start pouring, and you start putting those skewers together.
That sounds like a plan. So I like to hit all of the flavors, right? We've got the salty, the hot, the tang.
Got pickled.
And then obviously we need sweet. So I only have one little sweet for you. So I'm just
Did I miss that?
Yeah, there's just a little thing here. I think we'll make yours a little extra sweet.
Look at that.
By adding a nice little
Chillin N Grillin cookie.
on
Perfect.
there for
well,
you.
put it on the large
little
drink here.
tapas right there for you.
Look at that. Perfect. Well, these look pretty amazing. I'm anxious to dive into that. So cheers.
Yeah.
And while we're drinking these, tell me a little bit about your menu for tonight too.
Well, obviously we're starting with this little
Where do I
appy,
start?
right? And then we're gonna do some fresh focaccia with some grilled shallots from the grill and some ripe olives. Then we're gonna head into a really nice roasted potato salad with a lime chili bacon. Can't go wrong.
Lime chili bacon.
Yeah,
You can never
and a
have too
whole
much
bunch
bacon.
of other stuff in
All
there
right,
too.
I'm looking forward to that.
Then we're gonna hit the grill. We're gonna grill some Mexican street corn.
Okay.
We're gonna do some beautiful ribeyes with chimichurri and some sweet sausage.
Chimichurri, all ingredients from the garden?
Everything from the
Nice
garden.
and fresh?
You got it. We're gonna make it right here.
All right, I hope everybody's thirsty.
Ooh, and hungry.
Perfect for a nice hot day, some nice hot spicy Caesars.
Right? Do you wanna grab one?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want me to try and keep it
Sure, yeah.
So focaccia bread from scratch.
From scratch.
Walk me through this. This already looks great.
Yeah, so it's my dough, my secret dough. The kids love it, especially Friday night pizzas. And then
So you're not going to tell us how you made this. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Fair
dough.
enough.
It's
Fair
the
enough.
best.
It's the best.
And then we've got some dried oregano from the garden from last year in there.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, so kind of use it up, right?
Okay, so you made all this up and you kind of formed it, let it rise, do whatever you needed
Just
to do.
let it
And what are we
rise.
going to put on it?
We're gonna put some grilled shallots on there.
Okay.
So we're gonna throw those on the grill. So we'll just grill up a couple there.
Okay.
So we've got some EVOO, right? The best.
You can never use too much olive oil.
So we're just gonna brush it down.
Okay. And how are you going to cook that? Are you going to put this on the barbecue?
Yeah, we're gonna put it right there on the little pizza
Oh,
grill.
in the pizza oven. Perfect. Yeah.
So
Okay.
we've got some roasted tomatoes. We had those on the Caesar, so we'll just throw a couple on there as well. We've got some ripe olives that have been marinating for quite a while now. And then we've got a couple of the shallots here. So we'll pull those up. Do you want to give those a slice? I'm just gonna check these ones back here.
How's that, Chef?
Great.
Did I pass
Yeah,
with that?
that
My
looks
knife skills were
awesome.
fine.
Really,
All
really
right,
good.
So we'll put these right on?
Yeah,
I'll
just
go ahead
shove
and do
them on
that?
there.
All right.
And then if you want to dock it with your fingertips and kind of get them inside the dough,
Get all messy.
you got it. And we've got a little fresh Parmesan Reggiano, just, you know, because I'm Italian and it has to go on everything.
Well, that looks great. We got our little pizza oven here.
Yeah,
And what are we're probably about 650 in there, 600 somewhere
exactly. Yep. I like to start it on a tray first, just so we
Okay.
don't have a huge mess. And the flames pumping back there.
there? And how long will we get it in there? We'll just kind of eyeball it when we
I'm saying about 4 minutes in
it'll
there.
start to firm up a little bit. We'll take it off the tray to
You got it.
bring it up from the bottom. All right. So this came out of the pizza oven. It looks great. Everything bubbling and warm and lots of heat on there. This looks great. So we're gonna just chop it up and we're gonna serve this with dinner, right?
Yeah, it's
So
gonna
you
be our
tested,
bread.
You tested my knife skills.
Yeah.
But you're the celebrity chef, so
You-
you get the honors.
want me
here.
to
We're gonna
go?
want to compare my skills with yours.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'm a rustic fan, so I love things just chopped up. Do
Perfect.
you want to sneak a little tester in there
Well,
before?
we always want to try one here. Onions are all caramelized on there. Tomato looks great. The olives. Wow, it's sweet.
Ah, that shallot, the roasted shallot.
Yeah. So as much as I'd like to sit down and just eat this and finish off the Caesar and then jump in the pool, I notice a bowl of corn made an appearance.
Yeah.
So this is the Mexican street corn?
We're gonna hit this up.
All right,
Yeah.
why don't I pile this into the bowl and we'll get started on that.
That sounds great.
Now, did you blanch the corn already?
I did, yes.
And then you're just going to line this up on a hot grill.
You
Put
got
some
it.
grill lines on it.
Get a little smoky flavor to it.
Make it look pretty. You're going to use mayonnaise and some spices and some butter. Let me guess, the mayonnaise is homemade.
Absolutely.
Everything homemade.
Everything's homemade.
Love it.
So while those are grilling, we've got this beautiful cilantro. We're literally just gonna rip it and chop it. We'll leave a little bit of this for the chimichurri later. So we're just gonna check
a
on the
learning
corn.
curve.
Ooh, smell those.
Nice grill lines coming up on there.
Just a little bit, you don't want too much.
No, you've already blanched them, so they're already cooked. We're
Yep.
just looking a little bit of smoky flavor to them, right?
You got it. So we've got a little cheese. So this is Kojita cheese, known for Mexican corn or making queso with it.
Yes,
So we're just
absolutely.
gonna load it on. We're gonna grate it.
Grate
so we
it?
got a little zester or microplane, and we're literally just gonna grate it right over the corn.
Right over the corn, okay.
So we'll just pull those off, and we'll just come over here, take this mayo.
And you made this.
This is homemade. We're just gonna slather it up. A little Dijon in there. This is
Okay.
a 2 yolk mayo. So we're gonna hit it with some paprika, a little smoked paprika,
yeah,
because you
I
gotta
love
add
that.
a little smoke to smoke.
And then
We'll
our fresh cilantro on there.
let it rain. Do you want to do the honors?
I'll let you. You're right in
Yeah,
there. I'm
that
just gonna
sounds great.
admire your handiwork. That looks fantastic. So
Look at that.
Look at that.
So it's a semi-firm cheese, and the heat of the corn is just gonna melt it.
Oh, smothered in cheese. Look at that.
Now I'm gonna take the next layer and load it up on top.
Okay, so
And
this
that'll
layer will
help.
start to melt. And,
You got
yeah,
it.
Some heat from the top. That looks awesome.
Right?
Good stuff. Good stuff. So our next course is not just potato salad. It is more than potato salad.
More than.
I saw you take these off the grill. They look fantastic. You had them on a hot pan on the grill.
Yep.
And then squished them down.
Squish them down.
So already I'm happy. They look fantastic.
Yeah.
And then if I recall correctly, there was bacon, lime, and chili involved.
You got it.
All right. I don't know what else you need other than that. But
Right? That sounds like a
let's-
meal in
let's
itself.
watch. Exactly. So, okay.
Yeah, we've just got a little bit of smoked bacon here.
Okay.
So, you know, the more the merrier in my family. We've got some pickled red peppers.
Okay.
So these came from the garden last year. Fresh green onions.
Mhm.
And then we've got some heirloom carrots that are just lightly peeled.
Oh, okay.
Little texture, a little color. I find that with my children, the funner the color,
Right.
the more they eat. And a little hard-boiled egg,
All right. This is a meal in itself right,
right?
here. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then we've got this beautiful chili lime dressing, more of a vinaigrette. So we're just gonna pour it right over there and let all that potato soak it up.
Oh, look at that. That is a happy salad.
And then we're gonna finish it off with some garden fresh chives.
So this looks incredible. Tell me a little more about that chili lime dressing. What's in there?
Well, we've got vinegar. Okay, so I like to use apple cider and white balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
And then, of course, extra virgin olive oil is in everything.
Right. Absolutely.
A little lime juice,
Okay.
a little smoked chili,
All right.
and a little magic, salt and pepper, and there you have a lovely dressing.
There you go. Well, it looks incredible.
You smell that pepper coming out of there?
Actually,
the
you
chili?
can. Yeah, the chili.
So we're just gonna gently toss that all in there,
Wow.
break up that egg a little bit, get that dressing coating all those
I
potatoes.
see the colors. The chilies are holding out, and the peppers. Wow, we are in for a feast
Yeah.
today.
And of course, I'm just gonna taste it to make sure my
Well,
seasoning's
you
on.
absolutely
because,
have to.
you know, it's kind of my game. Needs a little bit
Gonna
more.
pass? A little more?
Yeah, I got some smoked salt here, and then a little pepper.
Little
Just a little.
Just a little bit of pepper.
Just a little kick there to add with all that flavor.
All right. Well, I'm stirring that around, and I don't trust you on your seasonings. I know you said it was perfect, but I feel like I have to double check that. Wow. The lime, the dressing pulls it together. That's
Nice.
incredible. Love it. Love it.
Awesome.
And I was wrong. You nailed the seasonings.
It's a smoked salt.
Yeah. I'll have to try more later just to make sure.
Oh, please be my
For now,
guest.
this is perfect. All right, so we got salad, we got appetizers, drinks, everything. Looking forward to the main course. Something's going to go with that potato salad.
Right.
I see a huge pile of sausage here. They
Yeah.
look great. You got a couple different. What do you have here?
We've got some organic pork,
Okay.
and then we've got organic honey garlic.
Okay, and you're going to stay simple with these. You mentioned
Just on the grill.
just on the grill. Let
That's
them
it.
cook through. Get some grill lines on them.
You got it. Don't mess with something good.
And they're already fantastic.
They are.
So great. Let's get them
All
cooking.
right. Grill's nice and hot.
Okay, we got our sausage cooking. There's got to be more meat. I love it. You can't have enough, right? Can't have too much jalapenos, too much bacon, or too much meat.
That's it.
There you go. So while the sausages are cooking, we've got some ribeyes and some New Yorks and from Mark's Fine Meats as well.
Yep.
Perfect.
Down at the
Okay.
market.
So you make your own dry rub.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, by looking at it, the first thing that's in there are chilies. Can't get away from
I
that.
love it. I love your cooking. It's all about chilies in my world for sure.
So we've got some chilies in there, a little Thai chili. We've
Little
got
Thai chili.
Yeah, some
Oh, okay.
paprika, some sugar, salt, pepper, and a little of this and a little of that.
Awesome, awesome. Just white sugar or brown sugar?
Just white sugar in there. Yep.
Okay.
Plain white sugar. So what I like to do is take these beautiful steaks and we're gonna give them a little bit of a massage. So we've got this beautiful extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit on there. And then your steak spice.
Nice. And what's the difference between a ribeye and a New York?
Well,
Because I see we've got both.
yeah, so the New Yorks are a little leaner, still full of flavor, but we've got this beautiful primal cut here with all this extra fat in there. It just makes the meat so much more tender.
Yes, yes. We gotta
And
have that in
flavor.
there. And happy.
Yes.
That's where we get the beef happy. Any length of time we should let the dry rub sit on there?
No, I'm good with this.
The chilies are going to hit it pretty quick. So
Yes,
no,
yeah,
no need to
definitely.
let it sit for hours.
Nope, that oil is gonna help it on the grill. Might as well check these sausage while we're in here.
They're looking good to me.
Yeah, let's give them a little flip. Oh yeah, look at those.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. And so we're going to
All
throw
right.
those steaks on.
Yeah, let's get these on.
While those are sizzling away, and we're going to test your real skills as a chef. We're going to look for that perfect diamond pattern on the back of those steaks. So
All right.
I'm holding you to that.
I'll take it.
Fresh herbs from the garden, olive oil, chimichurri coming up.
Yeah.
Let's put
yeah,
this together.
Definitely. All right. We're just gonna throw in everything here. Look at this beautiful parsley.
That's huge. That's beautiful looking.
Right as we walked in today, it's all in there.
And some
I like to
basil.
throw some basil in it, you know, keeping with the Italian roots. And my personal favorite, fresh basil. We've got a little cilantro to marry it up with the corn.
And it looks like you have mint.
Yeah, we're gonna throw a little mint in there.
Right, okay.
Why
Now,
not?
that's not traditional, or is it?
It depends
Yeah.
where you're eating the chimichurri
Okay, all right,
and whereabouts. And then I'm just gonna throw a little fresh oregano in there as well.
okay,
Okay, we've got some green onions. We're just gonna slip in there.
all right.
Some of that beautiful fresh garlic from the neighbor's,
From the neighbors,
the neighbor's
yeah.
garage.
May as well be your garden. It's
Yeah.
that close, right?
Well, you know what? I picked it, so let's call it mine.
Exactly, exactly.
We're just gonna blitz this up a little bit. So now that it's up, we're gonna add a little bit of lime juice in there.
Now a little bit of olive
A little
oil.
olive oil in there.
And so you're going to put this on the steak. You're not going to cook it on the steak?
No,
or you're
no,
gonna add
no.
it
This is a
afterwards,
sauce
right?
to add
Yeah,
after,
right.
yeah. I don't want to cook out these herbs. I want to enjoy the freshness of them.
Exactly.
We're gonna
What
add
a
some
difference, eh?
salt to this.
Approximately that much?
Yeah, a little bit. A pinch.
A pinch. A pinch.
We're just gonna mix it up and then it's done.
All right.
A little chunky, and that's that.
Again, I have to point out, though, the color, like from the fresh herbs. You can see the difference when you're using fresh from the garden, that
Absolutely.
vibrant green color to it. And you know that's going to be all flavor when we dig into that.
You bet.
Perfect. It's been a warm day out here. And I know we typically do dessert at the end, but you mentioned ice cream.
Yes.
Anybody who knows me knows I'm an ice cream fanatic.
Oh, great.
I'm guessing you made the ice cream from scratch.
Yes.
So I say we bump ice cream to the front of the meal here. At this point,
I'm great
right?
with
Yeah,
that.
We need to cool off a little bit.
Yes.
Tell me about the ice cream.
The ice cream, it's just your vanilla bean, hand churned.
And churn.
Yeah.
Not even an ice cream maker.
Not even the
No,
ice
now I
cream
have visions
maker.
of you sitting there with a butter churn, you know, in the sun.
Similar.
No, similar.
Almost. The timer, the Netflix, every time the time went off, the pause, the churn.
In an
back
air
and forth.
conditioned house.
Of course, yes.
Okay, perfect. So what do we
Yes.
get? And then we got grilled peaches.
And we're just gonna hit it up with a little balsamic glaze because why not? Add a little tang.
For sure.
All right, so we've got these beautiful peaches. We're gonna hit this ice
Homemade
cream.
vanilla bean ice cream.
And then just on top of that, we've got this fresh mint.
Oh, okay.
So why
From the
not?
garden.
Right? There you go. How simple
Perfect.
is that?
That looks incredible.
Right?
Yeah. So I see we have a couple spoons here.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not sure if your seasoning is spot on the ice cream, so I think we should double check that. So here's one for you.
I'm totally into that. Let's make sure it tastes well.
Let's see what we got here. I'm going to go right for the ice cream because that's the kind of guy I am.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect.
You know, I love a good
Absolutely.
steak, but today this is hitting the spot.
Exactly. And they're going to go great together. And because it was over 30, I think it's a bylaw. If it's over 30, you have dessert first.
Definitely.
So
And then second.
let's enjoy, and then third. And then don't worry about the steak. Well, I'll tell you what, this was the perfect summer day to be in a backyard with a pool, and you created the perfect summer meal to go with it. And I think it's fantastic that everything here is from the garden, fresh, canned from last year. It's really the perfect summer day.
Right.
Backyard, a pool, a barbecue, corn, steak, sausage, potato salad. It's all great, but you took it up a notch. So we had the Mexican corn and homemade dressing or homemade mayonnaise.
Homemade mayo. Yep.
Perfect. Yep. And it's all local sweet corn.
You got it.
Can't wait to try that. And we already did some sampling of the. I feel bad even calling this potato salad.
Right.
It's so much more. What would you call it? If you were to.
That's definitely a fancy compound potato salad.
Fancy compound potato salad.
It's a meal in itself.
There we go.
What
We had your pickled red peppers that you did yourself.
Yep.
We've got some bacon in there, and then lime chili dressing.
You got it.
And when we were pouring it on, we could smell the chilies, the heat, and you seasoned it just perfect. We've got some great sausage. Just simple. You're letting the sausage speak for themselves.
You got it.
They're great the way they are. Grilled up some ribeyes and the chimichurri. And again, I noticed the green color of the chimichurri just speaks to the freshness of the herbs right from the garden. And of course, this focaccia bread. I already tried some of that. I just want to dig into that.
Yes.
And we'll have to pour another Caesar.
You got it.
That was a great opening cocktail, lots of ice. Thanks very much for inviting us to your yard, to your house, and sharing your skills with us. It's fantastic. I'm sure everybody's going to appreciate learning a little bit of making a great potato salad or making some corn. It's absolutely wonderful. Can't wait to dig in. Thanks again.
Yes,
Appreciate
my
it.
pleasure.
All right. Jeff from Chillin N Grillin with Jeff with this week's barbecue tip. And for this week, we brought in Jill from Jill's Table, who's going to share some knowledge on knives, knife storage, honing, preparation, the whole bit. Jill, I'm going to let you take it from here.
Absolutely. Well, one of the first things, Jeff, you need a good knife. You know, a lot of people wait a long time before they invest in one, but when you think about something you use every day, it's really important to get a good one. And of course, the care of those knives is really important.
Well, we hear it's better to use a sharp knife
than a dull knife, no
Safer
question.
to use a sharp knife.
Absolutely. So storage, make sure you have a knife block. A lot of people are using magnetic strips these days. Not in the drawer. Very not good for the knives and not good for you if you open the drawer and you have a sharp knife in there. So the other thing I always like to stress, do not put your knives in the dishwasher. Even though companies will tell you that they're dishwasher safe, don't do it. Dishwasher detergent is very hard on your knives. So the other thing is knife care. And one of the things we stress all the time when people get a new knife from us is you have to learn how to hone. Okay. And honing is kind of like what we do in the morning. We get up and we comb our hair. That's the same thing for the knife. It's kind of like combing the hair. What it does is basically realigning the teeth of the knife. It's not sharpening it. It's not taking any metal off. And this is called a honing steel. And you'll often see chefs, you know, they're doing this and it's very intimidating. The knife is
100
flying.
miles an hour.
Oh, yeah. And people go, oh, I can't do that at home. But very easy way to make it safe and really foolproof. Basically, you're going to put just a damp dishcloth down there, and you're going to hold your steel firmly on there. So you have that cloth there so it doesn't slip. Okay. And you're going to grab your knife. And you're basically looking for on a German style knife, and this is a Wurststoff. We're looking at 14, 15 degree angle. You start at the top and you're going to draw your knife down several times at about 14 degrees. And I've got my fingers there on the end, which is kind of like my guide. And that should be done minimum twice a week. And this is a step that, you know, home cooks just don't get into the habit of. And what a difference it makes when you do that. It's maintenance.
Well, that's perfect, Jill. Thanks very much for sharing knife care and how to properly handle our knives on this week's barbecue tip.
You're very welcome.